sports reporting. It's a 15-yard penalty. First down. You know nothing about sports.
Now it's prod, not the beat.
You know nothing about
Pew, 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 pew.
We in the reggae
Y'all
joint now, man.
Y'all don't know we got DJ now.
Did you go pure?
Yeah,
Everybody move. Pure.
he hit the reggae joint.
Oh man. It's the grill smoke. It's the grill smoke. I just came off the grill. It's the grill smoke.
Oh, man. All right, America, we back at it again.
What up?
Another week in the books. Another week for predictions. I can't see how well we did, but pretty sure we probably did 50-50. But with everything happening again this week, man. Oh man, another player testing positive for COVID, a star player. Oh man, it's getting out of hand, I think. But
Who's a star player?
Stephon Gilmore.
Ain't no star.
Bro, he's a star.
No, he's not. A star is somebody you could pick out of a lineup. You see him walking down the street. Hey, you see him coming out of the dude with dreads.
You can't pick NFL players out of lineups unless you're the quarterback.
Yeah, look, yeah, I'm with B. We don't know. We don't really know what these players look like. They got helmets on.
They got this thing. They got this thing on a website. They call their websites where they have pictures of them without their helmets on, and then also when they do the games, they show them. And even on Sunday Night Football, they introduce them and they tell you which lame high school they went to because they hate their college.
And look, we America, we got more topics for you. This one I put on especially for my man B Wig. One of them we're going to talk about America is, should the Cowboys trade Zeke? Then why did the Redskins bench Haskins? Then Troy LaFleur, Aaron Rodgers.
Troy?
Well,
his brother?
Matt LaFleur. Matt
We
LaFleur.
on today. We on.
Yeah, we'll just go ahead and put this out here now. Wait, this one going, I don't know. I don't know what y'all gonna hear, but
Hey.
And look,
go put that disclaimer out.
Yeah,
look, somehow the Colts have the number one defense.
I'm not surprised.
So,
Well, we can touch on it.
yeah, we're going to definitely touch on that one. So let's get it started, man. Stephon Gilmore tested positive for COVID-19. And I know you guys have seen the picture of Pat Mahomes right up in his grill.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So, K, man, I'll start with you, man. What kind of effects is this going to have? Could it, if Patrick Mahomes comes up positive, I'm pretty sure it's going to affect the Chiefs. What you got, K, man?
The NFL's stupid. If you look, they've told us this is September, this is month 6. Even if a person tests positive, but they're asymptomatic, they still need to isolate for 14 days. And everyone around them needs to isolate for 14 days. It doesn't matter if you have clear tests. They can come up later. So that's what happened to the Patriots. Cam Newton had it. They tested some people for 2 days in a row, and they're like, oh, we're good. They come out, and they play the Chiefs. And Stephon Gilmore, after the game they lose, is all up in Patrick Mahomes' face.
All H words.
And now, a day after that, Stephon Gilmore has it. And then the Chiefs are going, oh, we got positive tests. There's a good chance that Patrick Mahomes has it, which would be, if that happened, that would show the grand incompetence of it. Because let's be for real, Cam Newton is a fallen star, but Patrick Mahomes is close to being the face of the league if he's not already. And he gets it, that just highlights their incompetence. That would be the same way if Mike Trout got it in MLB, or Giannis or LeBron got it in the NBA, or whoever is big in hockey, something like that. So it's...
You brought up a good point, K-Man. Go ahead, B. Then I got a question for both of y'all. Go ahead, B.
Well, first of all, let's clear this Cam thing up. Cam caught COVID because of that yellow suit he had on post game. He up there looking like Curious George's owner. And let's just make that clear. Second of all, this can have major ramifications across the landscape of the NFL. Because who's the face of the NFL now? One Patrick Mahomes. Like Kennedy said, Patrick Mahomes was in Stephon Gilmore's face, receiving all H words. Like if for all the married men, all the married couples out there, you for some reason y'all go to bed upset each other, wake up in the morning, you petty, and you just when you wake up with the morning breath. That's kind of like how it was. But this, I don't see the Titans on the list here, but this has everything to do with what we were talking about 2 or 3 weeks ago when you were saying, how is it going to get worse? We said yes. And two, can you control it? No. This thing you don't. It's to a point now where every team has to do daily testing.
Right.
They're going to have to do daily testing, and that's just what it is, man. Like Stephon Gilmore, no matter what Kennedy says, he is a star. He is a star for that team. He is a star for that defense. He was a star in Buffalo. He's still a star in New England. I won't go as far as saying New England had championship aspirations, because although Cam looked halfway resurrected, I don't know if they would get that far. But if he's out in an extended period of time, that majorly affects that defense.
So B, this is my question to both of y'all, because y'all brought up a good point about Patrick Mahomes. So if Patrick Mahomes tests positive for COVID, will the league shut down or make some changes? Because this is the star. You think they'll make changes?
No.
No.
I'm not going to call them what I want to call them, but they're stubborn rich people. They are stubborn rich people they're going to fight tooth and nail to scratch every penny out of this season that they can, because of the money that they've already lost.
Yeah. Also, the NFL doesn't technically believe in stars. Yeah. They care about the logo on the helmet. Because if they cared about stars, then they would get paid guaranteed money. They just try it. They see them as a disposable product.
Facts.
Yeah, ooh, K man, that's kind of,
and then
disposable. So
yeah, and we were supposed to touch on that last week, because we hit on that at the end of 2 podcasts ago.
Yeah.
And we were supposed to touch on that last week.
I'll give you an example. Back in 2003, when Jordan was playing for the Gizzards, and he was constantly, catching balls upside his head and missing dunks, and just looking like the old, feeble man that he was. He hurt his legs. But the Wizards had a bunch of primetime games. And so when he got hurt, and I think he missed the remainder, I think it was his first season, he missed the remainder of the season. They're like, I don't want to see that team. TNT's like, I don't want to see them.
Right.
But the NFL doesn't do that, because on Monday we got the Patriots playing and we got Brian Hoyer instead of, because it's not about Cam Newton. It's about the shield, and the logo.
Yeah. And Sean, the flip side of that question you asked about Patrick Mahomes, because he don't like his well, I won't say he don't like his mama don't like him being called Pat no more. She made a big stink about it.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
The flip side of that is, yeah, if y'all remember, 1.5, 2 weeks ago, his backup tested positive. So I think he's still in quarantine. So if somehow, some way Patrick Mahomes tests positive, what does that quarterback situation look like?
Here's my take. I kind of agree with you guys. If Patrick Mahomes gets it, they may not do anything. But we got 3 more minutes on this one. What if Aaron Rodgers tests positive? What you think will happen?
A lot of people gonna cheer because they don't like him, but
yeah, especially a lot of his ex-girlfriends.
God damn. but that is
Danica Patrick going ribbon for the cola, ribbon for the corona.
But
Olivia Munn's gonna be like, oh, good. I'm glad he got it. I need a movie job or something. I'm broke.
But that's an interesting point, man. Because man, you use the term disposable. And I was like, whoa. So any player is disposable as long as the logo and the brand moves forward.
When the San Francisco 49ers traded Joe Montana in 1991, anybody could get traded. Anybody's disposable. It does not matter. Because, let's be fair, in my opinion, he's up there as the greatest quarterback of all time. But they traded him.
Right.
And he still went on to have 2 good seasons. But, yeah. And then, to a lesser extent, Tom Brady's playing in Tampa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning in his career in Denver.
Yeah. And then, what was it? 2002, 2003, when the Redskins traded Champ Bailey for Clinton Portis.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it happened.
LaDainian Thompson in his career.
Right.
What about when the Ravens won the Super Bowl for the first time, Trent Dilfer?
Yeah.
Ravens shipped him out. I was like, what, after you win a Super Bowl?
Yeah.
But
that was Elvis Gerbach Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That was Elvis Gerbach Super Bowl.
No, that was Marvin Lewis at Super Bowl.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
That's a touchy thing you said, Kate, man, saying that the players are disposable. But all right. So this next one, I'll start with you, B. It's been on a lot of the news networks, man. Zeke is not performing like let me say it like this. Zeke isn't performing the way most people want him to perform or thought he would perform. Rumors trading him. Would you trade him or would you try to get him more touches, B?
No, I wouldn't trade him. I'm as frustrated as anybody with Zeke and the performance that he's given thus far. But there's a lot of factors going on here. Number one, Zeke has never really been one to be 100% focused. I don't think he's had trouble throughout his career focusing on what matters, and with the position that he plays, focusing on protecting the ball is what matters. He loses focus sometimes. He has focus lapses sometimes. The reason why he has focus lapses sometimes is because we get behind so quick in a game that we go into pass only mode. Dak is getting ready to shatter records because we can't stop anybody and we got to try to keep up and outscore everybody. A byproduct of that is Zeke. Zeke is not getting the touches that he's accustomed to. So when he does get a touch, when he does get touches, he's getting in there and he's trying to do too much. But to answer your question, no, I wouldn't trade him. Give me about 5 minutes. I gotta go kill a spider.
All right, so K-Man, what you think? You think the Cowboys should trade him?
No. Look, as Brandon said, it's essentially, look, he cold. It's plain and simple. They get behind way too quickly, and then that takes them out of their running their original game plan because they have to throw to get back in, and he's not getting the touches. I mean, and then also their line is kind of shaky.
That's my point, man.
And then also, ain't nobody taking that contract for a running back? No,
yeah, true that.
No, they ain't taking that contract.
What was it? 70 million?
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then all that dead money? No. And then this is talk. This is like radio, TV talk. I need a segment. So should Zeke get traded? Next on K something FM. You know, who cares?
And to your point, man, I think it's, B hit a good point when you say, that they get behind early and that they go into passing mode. And like you said, the offensive line isn't that well. But my thing is that, because Kellen Moore's calling the plays, right?
Yeah.
Is he not calling the right plays early on in the game to get Zeke going?
It's not.
Is that what?
To me, I think to me, just their balance is off, and that has to do with play calling. But the problem with it is that okay, you go through your plans, and if you fail and you punt, all right, bam, they punt it over to the opposing team's offense, and that opposing team offense just runs through that Cowboys defense like, Indian food, and just scores super, super quickly. And then all of a sudden, all right, you're trying to come back, and then say you don't do it again, kick off, you're down. Now you're down double digits, and then now you got to think about throwing all the time.
All right, good point. So B, what I asked K-Man, then we'll move on to Haskins. What I asked K-Man was that Kellen Moore's calling the plays. Is he not early on in the game, because you said you guys fall behind? Right. Is Kellen Moore not calling the right plays to get Zeke going so that he will be a factor?
I mean, here's the thing. Sunday was a better start to the game than we've had in weeks past. I mean, we were able to really kind of move the ball some in the beginning of the game. But the thing is, it goes back to, okay, so if you go down and kick a field goal, or if you go down, have a few plays, get a few first downs, get a couple first downs, and then go 3 and out, your defense is not stopping anybody.
Yeah, okay, man. Yeah.
And that your lack of defense affects your play calling on offense. So if your defense gets a stop, then you're able to stick to the game plan. You're able to give Zeke the ball. You're able to feed Zeke. But the flip side of that is the defense isn't stopping anybody. So they give up the ball. They know they're going to get points scored on them. So that affects the game plan. By the third quarter, your game plan is out the window. You're in full throttle comeback mode because of your defense.
Yeah, good point. Yeah. All right, so I'll start with you this time, K-Man. Benching Haskins. Was that the right thing to do, man?
I don't know. Okay, let's be 100%. We're going to be really, really open tonight. Ron Rivera took this job. He knows they suck. He knows this season they ain't winning anything. Mm. So this is also a learning season for the team's kind of young, so it's a learning season.
Right.
So my thing is, why would you bench a quarterback who only played 7 games last year, and you bench him within the going into week 5? You're not going to be good anyway. The only thing I could think of is there's some behind the scenes things might be going on. Maybe he's not studying hard enough. Maybe he's not showing them something. Because he stinks, but once again, he only played one full season at Ohio State. He played half an NFL season A little bit happened in the NFL season, and he goes into 5 games. So he hasn't even really started 16 games. So why are you, and you're not going anywhere. So why are you benching him? So it got to be some behind the scenes things going on. That's the only thing that's the only thing that can justify firing, because you're not that good.
Yeah. I'm going to touch on that, Key, man. What you think? Do you think it's the right thing to bench and B?
I do and I don't. Like I said, I think it was maybe week 2 or week 3. I can't remember which week it was, but I said that he regressed from the end of last season when he looked to be getting better. Now, like Kennedy said, y'all wouldn't win anything this year, so why not stick with him? He needs to learn the game.
Right.
He needs to continue learning the game. Why not just stick with him? See what you have for a full season. I think Ron Rivera wasn't sold on him from day one when he took the job. It wasn't his quarterback. He did not draft him. He didn't draft him.
All right.
So I don't. From day one, I feel like Ron Rivera may have been looking for an out.
A reason.
A reason to sit him down and to start Kyle Allen, who came from where?
Carolina. Who knows the system?
Carolina. So that's what I think it was. It was the perfect storm, against Haskins. He underperformed, and Rivera was looking for a way to start his guy.
And both of y'all are right. You said about that's not his man. K-Man, you right when I'm thinking something's going on behind the scenes, because if you watch when Haskins got drafted by the Redskins, he didn't seem too happy. He just was like, okay, yeah. I stood up and.
Well, he thought he was gonna go top. He thought he was gonna go top 5, and then Daniel Jones got trapped.
True. And you're right, B. He kind of regressed from last season when he looked like he was learning offense, but it's a new offensive playbook. Everything's kind of new to him. And I mentioned before, it seems like he's overthrowing the ball or he's throwing them kind of too short. But I think if you keep him in there, that possibly gets better.
Yeah, but also remember what we said a couple weeks ago. No OTAs, no mini camps, none of that, and a new offense. Right. So I don't know what's going on. And then he gets benched, but he's not even a second team quarterback. He's third behind one leg Alex. So so something behind the scenes is going on.
And I'm thinking, go ahead, B.
No, I was just gonna say, so here's the thing. He's thrown for more yards, as many touchdowns, less interceptions, more completions, or a better completion percentage than one Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz still has his job. They did not draft Haskins. Rivera didn't want Haskins from day one. He wanted Kyle Allen.
I'm thinking, and to K-Man, your point, there's something behind the scenes, and I bet it's between Rivera and Haskins.
And then also, this could be Ron Rivera making a chess move saying, we ain't doing anything this year. We had the number 2 overall pick. We got a good one. Let's try to get the number 1 pick and get a really good one. So we got a foundational piece on defense, and now we got a foundational piece on offense, and one, the golden hair boy down in Clemson. Maybe. I don't know.
Fabio.
Yeah, because the Redskins running game, they do Gibson pretty good, man. If you give him the ball and get him out, he was balling out.
Right, that's the thing. They have weapons. Terry McLaurin.
McLaurin.
Ian Thomas. They have weapons.
Logan Thomas, tight end.
Yeah. I don't know. This could be a tanking thing. I don't know. Or it just could be. I think later on. And then also, here's the thing about it, and this is Brandon's point. Not only was Haskins not Rivera's guy, but he was Snyder's guy. That's Snyder, because Haskins played at Bullis with Snyder's kid.
Yep.
And so, and maybe we might be seeing, Snyder wants to snap back because, he got his partners are not giving their dividends and they supposedly giving out secrets and they want the team to be sold. And so he might be, and then that they're still doing an investigation that the NFL took over. So he could be, out. So.
All right. So the next topic, America, I'll start with you, B-Wig. LaFleur and Rodgers. Is this tandem worthy of Hall of Fame status already?
I would have subbed the Hall of Fame reference for maybe like championship status. That fits a lot better. We all know Aaron Rodgers is going to the Hall of Fame, but let's chill out on Matt LaFleur. I mean, you got Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback, dude. I mean, you got Aaron Rodgers, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much credit he deserves, but we all know Aaron Rodgers is a Hall of Fame quarterback. Now, as it goes for the team, can they win the Super Bowl this year? Sure, if we have one. Sure. Sure. Like I said a couple weeks ago, the NFC does not have any dominant teams. They don't have any dominant teams. They got some. They got a couple of really good ones.
Yeah,
but So yeah,
I'm telling you, when I saw that news, man, I'm like, Hall of Fame. I'm like, huh? What? I'm like, really? I agree with you, B. I think they're building they got their rapport going where they will be if that team stays together and those two stay together. They're going to have they have about a good 4 or 5 year run.
Right, but let's not throw that word around for a coach that ain't even been to an NFC championship yet.
Ooh, okay.
Matt. Well, a Super Bowl.
Okay, yeah.
And he didn't win the NFC championship.
No, he got pounded.
So
hard.
Right. So
hard.
Let's chill out on the 3-letter H word.
All right. So what you think, K-Man?
First of all, who came up with this Hall of Fame team thing? I want to know that first.
Well, Kennedy, now you already know what Sean watches during the day. we get on him about it all the time. He can't help himself. He's out of control.
What you got, K-Man?
Oh God, it just brought me back to her. All right, so Hall of Fame team. After 4 games, and who have they played those 4 games? The Vikings.
Thank you.
The Lions. Come on.
Thank you.
The Saints. No. And the Falcons. The Falcons are, you know what the Falcons are? The Falcons are Apollo Creed and Rocky IV. Where the dude's in the corner, throw the damn towel. And he's like, no. And he should have threw the towel. They need to throw the towel in. But that's on the Falcons. No, they're not. Look, Aaron Rodgers don't like that dude. He is putting up these numbers out of spite.
Out of spite?
Yeah, he's doing it for spite.
He said spite.
Spite. I wanted wide receivers or a better line. You got me a project quarterback. So you want to breathe down my throat. Oh, so you think this dude's going to take over for me? Watch what I do. That's all that's happening. And then coincide with a week first 4 games. And then also now, luckily for them, it also coincides, as Brandon said, a weak NFC. So they could actually go to the Super Bowl. But do I honestly believe they could beat Baltimore or beat Kansas City? No.
Got another question for y'all. If the Packers do go to the Super Bowl, possibly win, will this championship have an asterisk by it?
Only if they don't play all 16 games.
What you think, B?
Well, I'm not finished. Because everybody says think about Joe Gibbs. Joe Gibbs' first 2 championships, strike shortened season, lockout season.
Mm-hmm.
His validation was 91. That was because that was a full season. But if he didn't have those, they'd be like, oh.
Wow. That's a technicality, but go ahead, B. What you think?
I'm not really a fan of the whole asterisk thing. I feel like if you match up against a team mano a mano, no fans, it's just you and that team. What better way to prove that you're better than that team than to line up mano a mano and beat them down? You don't have any fans, they don't have any fans, you don't have momentum, they can't draw any extra momentum from the 12th man. So I don't, from that aspect, I don't think it would have an asterisk by it. But like Kennedy said, they need to play all 16 games, and that's looking really shady right now. Really shady.
So the only reason I brought up the asterisk, man, was because they didn't have any off season kind of training or anything. It wasn't a normal season.
Yeah, and then too, I'm biased because my Lakers are about to win the championship tomorrow.
There we go.
And there will not be an asterisk by that championship.
That's why
no matter what Kennedy says.
Hey. Every chance I get, let's take this off of football just for a quick second. LeBron James is about to go 2 for 2 in strike shortened seasons, but in full seasons he's like 2-7. Nah, trash. He needs that. He needs the asterisk. LeBron. Hey, it is about LeBron. And for God's sakes, cut your hair. It's gone. It is gone.
Now, for those listening that happen to be in the cars, look. The next time LeBron go to a free throw line, pause your TV. You should have DVR by now. It's 2020. Pause your TV. Look at the shape of his hair, and then Google Lexus spindle grill, and you're gonna see that same shape. You're gonna see that same shape that's on the top of his head. So yeah, he needs to let it go. I'm not a fan of the hair, but I am a fan of the product. He's getting ready to win. He's getting ready to win another championship for the Lakers. You still got all these people. Yeah, he's gonna be up there with Jordan if he wins number 4. No, he won't.
No, he's not.
If you paid attention, this killed me. If you paid attention to Game 4, he wanted nothing to do with the ball the last 3 to 4 possessions that we had. Rondo made a play. AD made a play. KCP made a play. LeBron was over there in the corner. Looking like PJ Tucker, standing and waiting for the ball.
Hey,
he wanted nothing to do with the play.
I'm sorry. You cannot be considered in amongst the greats if your finals record is you got a sweep, you got swept, and you've had gentleman sweeps, multiple. That's 5-game series. Nah. And especially in the NBA game where normally in a series, the team with the best player wins. Nah. No.
Yeah, so let's kill that. But like I said, it's not about him. It's about the Lakers. That's his legacy. It's about the Lakers on tomorrow night. We get ready to get another one, baby. Let's go. All right, back to our regular scheduled program.
So the last
I digress.
The last one, I'll start with you, K-Man, is the Colts defense, man. What got into the Colts where their defense is like the number one defense? I did not see that coming.
What got into them is a couple years ago they hired the player personnel guy from the Kansas City Chiefs as their GM, and he's built that offensive line because they have one of the best, if not the best, offensive line in football. And on the other side of the side, they have really, really good defense. They got the kid.
Yeah.
Was it Rock Ya-Sin or something like that?
Yeah, Rock Ya-Sin.
Yeah, they got him. They've just slowly built up that team. Unfortunately, they're never going to do anything until they get a quarterback. And old man Rivers ain't going to do anything for them. But they also have capital, and maybe they can coax somebody to come in. But yeah, they just, I love the process of team building. I always love the process of someone getting fired because, see who comes in. And they've just been, and they, that fraud, Josh McDaniels, didn't take the job, and they got Frank Wright, and they just building a really good team. They're just a couple some people always say, "Oh, we're a couple pieces away." No, they're legit a couple pieces away.
Yeah, they only need like 2 pieces, but because the defense is like stuff in the run. Because when I looked at them, I was like, man, and I'm looking at the names. I'm like, I recognize some of the names, but I didn't know these guys were this good. And when I look at their corners are pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
So, what you think, B?
Get ready to blow y'all mind. Y'all listening?
Mm-hmm.
So, the man responsible for the defense, y'all see on the Colts now, doesn't even work for the Colts. He works for the New York Giants. A few years ago, we had a linebackers coach by the name of Matt Eberflus. He was Jason Garrett. He was a Jason Garrett hire, and he was our linebackers coach. When Monty Kiffin got fired, Matt Eberflus was supposed to be promoted to defensive coordinator. That didn't happen. So the Colts said, hey, let's go scoop this young man up. He's a brilliant defensive mind. The reason why people drool so much over Sean Lee is because of Matt Eberflus. He was coached up by Matt Eberflus. Dude is a phenomenal talent, and he's going to be a head coach within the next 3 to 4 years, probably within the next 2 to 3 years. But going off of what Kennedy said, they drafted really, really well, and they continue to draft well on defense. I remember when Darius Leonard was coming out of South Carolina, I knew we weren't going to take him because that wasn't necessarily a need of ours. Mm-hmm. But dude, he's getting into Patrick Willis territory. Patrick Willis was supposed to have been the next Ray Lewis, but his career didn't last long enough. Yeah. Darius Leonard has a chance to be that. Dude, he can run.
Yeah.
He can cover. He can take on blocks. I mean, he can do it all. And then they strategically put pieces around him that complement his game. That is a fast defense. That's a physical defense. And it, like Kennedy said, it kind of mirrors that offensive line. It's a fast, physical offensive line that they have. Don't be surprised if they make the playoffs.
Yeah,
now,
for real.
One thing I will say, and then you can go on. One thing I will say is take the performance that you've seen thus far with a grain of salt, because they've played the Jaguars, they played the Vikings, they played the Jets, and they played the Bears. The Jets just lost to Mark Rippon's nephew.
I know, right?
So it's not a good team, but yeah. I like their personnel and
defense
I like
legit.
Staff. Yeah, they are. I think they are.
All right, good point. All right, so to you guys, man, who or what stood out from this past week 4, man? I'll start with you, B.
For me, it really was how, and I alluded to it earlier, how no one team from the NFC has really distanced themselves after 4 weeks. After 4 weeks, I mean, no NFC team has distanced themselves. You had the Seahawks. They were a prime example of, hey, we're 3-0. Let's go down to Miami, crush these dudes, and create some space. Let's get into this upper echelon of teams.
Didn't happen.
And leave these other scrubs behind. No, you went down to Miami and you barely beat these. You beat these dudes by 8 points. You beat these dudes by a score, by 1 possession. That's not that's not impressive. That's not at all impressive. Also, and this kind of has something to do with my last point. How do the Buccaneers let the Chargers come in and put up that kind of offense? I mean, they still starting Justin Herbert, and I keep I wanna like this kid so bad. I wanna like him so bad, but he's not playing the greatest of defenses, and I feel like each week he's gonna come back down to earth. He's putting up good numbers.
It's gonna happen.
He's putting up good numbers against questionable defenses, but I feel like he's kind of headed on the right track. But yeah, man, the NFC is weak, and that's what continues to stand out to me.
Yeah, and that was my point. B, the NFC. I'm not going to say disappointed. I want to say more surprised. I thought they would be more competitive than this. That was the one thing. And then the other thing stood out for me was Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow, I think, is leading in the Rookie of the Year stuff right now at this point. It seems like he played like an NFL quarterback in college, but he's building into to be a legit NFL quarterback. And those were kind of the two things that stood out for me.
Yeah.
So what you
hold on, one thing. If our defense continues to be this bad, the Cowboys defense continues to be this bad, he won't win Rookie of the Year. CeeDee Lamb will.
All right, I give you that. What you got, K, man? What stood out to you, K?
We are at the first quarter mark of the NFL season. And what stood out to me is that there are a lot of teams that are quitting already. The Atlanta Falcons look like they're quitting. The New York Jets look like they're quitting. The Giants look they quit a long time ago. It is,
but watch them put up 40 this week. Go ahead.
But it's just. I mean, we're 4 games in, and some people are already just like, I can't wait to this. I can't wait to December 31st. They can't wait. I mean, geez, it's. I don't know if it's the condensed off season or just inadequate coaching or front office or whatever. I don't know what it is, or maybe just the COVID thing. I don't know. It's just like people seem to just want to just get it over with already.
That's what I think it is, kid, man. The COVID thing, man. I think it has the morale down. Go ahead, B.
I know. I got an idea though. Could it be that these dudes every week seeing somebody go down with some kind of injury? Could it be? I don't want to be that dude.
Yeah.
It could be.
I'm just.
That's a good point. That's a good point. You walk in that door. If you have a family, I don't want to get into my family. I want to see my parents. Thanksgiving's coming up. Bad enough I got to do. Halloween I can't do anything. I'm like, come on, man.
That's a good point.
Right.
That's a good topic because I'm thinking about it now that you guys say that, and you say some players seem like they've already given up or teams have given up, or they're looking at it because of the injuries coupled with the COVID. Hey, look, man, I'm not trying to die. I got a family. I got to be alive. I want to see my kids grow up.
Mm-hmm.
That's oh man, that's a real good one there, man. Because I don't think players will actually come out and say that.
No,
they might look. They might say it once they retire.
Yeah,
be like, yeah, you remember that 2020 season? I didn't feel like playing. I was worried about the COVID. I didn't want to get hurt.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Sean, that's the magic word that I was thinking about just now that you just brought up. It's retirement. We've in years past, in the last few years, you've seen more young guys call it quits from the league.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What effect will COVID have on some of these guys who may have been contemplating it last offseason, but said, I'll give it one more year. I'll give it another year to see if my hunger for the game comes back.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if you see a handful of guys after this season say, it's not worth it. I'm done. That's
what I was going to say, man. And we kind of touched on it a week before, and I was saying, hey, man, what are the long-term effects? Can a player come back and sue the NFL? But you guys said the NFL got lawyers and those things are probably written into the contracts.
Yep.
But like you said, don't be surprised, man. Somebody at the retirement might say that.
Yep.
But all right, man. Let's do these picks. All right, K, man. Start with you tonight, man. The game right already going on. So I don't know if y'all watching the game. I haven't started watching
No,
it.
sir.
No,
No.
I don't have it on, and I
So-
probably won't have it on.
So, K-Man, who you picking, K-Man?
I am picking the overrated Bucks.
Yeah, that's who I pick, man. All right, B, who you got, B?
The Bucks better not lose this game. they
See,
better
y'all-
not lose this game.
Y'all make me want to check the score, man. They lose.
Look, that's I'm doing that as we speak.
I'm not. I don't care. I don't.
All right, B. Bills at the Titans. Who you got, B?
That game's not coming on.
Well, yeah, it's got they playing it next Tuesday.
Yeah, I know. So let's go ahead
They
and
got
make your
pushed
pick.
back to next Tuesday. If the Titans have any players left, I'll take the Titans. But
Hey, man, look,
you know, at the rate things are going right now, I don't know if they're going to have players. So
man, that's not funny, man. Y'all something wrong with y'all, man. Who you got, K, man?
Man, first of all, ain't nothing wrong with me. That Titans organization is 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. It is a petri dish of COVID. No. But if I have to pick, give me the Bills. Because they can walk without coughing.
Oh man.
and Sean, correct my pick. I meant to say the Bills. I said the Titans. I meant to say the Bills. But there's a striking comparison though that Kennedy made with the Titans in 1600 Pennsylvania, because neither one enforces wearing masks, and you see the end product.
You see the results, right?
Yeah.
All right, K, man. Jags at the Texans, man.
Give me the Texans.
Yeah, that's who I picked, man. Hey, look, K, man. Ever since they got rid of your boy, honey, you might win.
I don't take pleasure in a man or a woman losing their jobs. I don't. I don't think.
Get out of here.
No, seriously. No. Honestly, I'm being 100% honest. Look,
You are on record. Look, don't make me go Stephen A on you. You are on record saying
yes, he didn't deserve to have that job. I've said this, that he is a fraud, just like Jay Gruden got fired last year was a fraud, just like Adam Gase, who's a fraud. They finally made a course correction, and now we'll see what's happened. But yes, I got the Texans.
Right.
To Bob, vayan con Dios.
All right, B, who you got, B?
Yeah, give me the Texans, man. Look,
Yeah.
y'all got siblings. Y'all remember growing up, you know, and you got old enough when your mom said, "Okay, I think you're old enough to stay at home by yourself for a few minutes now."
Yeah.
I'm gonna run out. I'll be back. Soon as that front door shut, you go off. Doing everything she told you not to do, you're doing. The Texans are about to be those kids. You're about to see a team that's really about to emotionally explode.
Yes.
Because they have been suppressed for years. By a Nazi regime. All my Seinfeld fans out there, stand up.
Yeah.
By a Nazi regime.
But you know what they said about Bill O'Brien? He was very red. R-E-A-D. Or was he very red? R-E-D.
No, he was very stupid. Let's
Yes.
just say it for what it is. But yeah, man. Kudos for the ownership finally pulling that plug. It should have been pulled a long time ago.
They don't get kudos. No. That happened because some players are about to fight this dude.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
So
yeah, JJ Watt was about to body slam him, and the defensive coordinator, what's his name, Weaver, Anthony Weaver. Yeah, he was about to put the people's elbow on him.
Yeah.
All right, man. So I don't know if y'all heard, man. This next game, start with you, B, the Bengals at the Ravens. K-Man's boy Dookie missed practice a couple of days. So who you got, B?
2 in a row.
The Ravens.
Oh, snap.
Give me the Ravens. Yeah, I mean, hey, I love Joe Burrow as much as the next person, but top to bottom, the Ravens are a better team, man.
Yeah, true. I get that one, man. I get it. I okay, man. Who you got? The Ravens?
Yeah, I got the Ravens. They're just gonna run I think he has a sore knee. They're just gonna run the ball. They're just gonna use their 3-headed monster to run the ball. They set up play action, throw it to Andrews,
Yeah, he a good tight end. All right. So this game, the Panthers at the Falcons, man. Who you got?
Give me the Panthers.
Yeah, I don't think nobody picking the Falcons, man.
As I told you before, I'm rooting against the Falcons and the Texans until they get rid of their coaches.
Who you got, B?
I have no reason to pick the Falcons. Not at all. Give me Teddy Two Gloves at the Carolina Panthers.
Wow. I mean, the Falcons. Let me get off of them. AI, B.
Yeah, it depresses you, man. It makes you sick.
I know, really.
Yeah, I know. B. Raiders at the Chiefs. B. Who you got?
The Chiefs.
Yeah, this gonna be. We're gonna see Chucky making that face all game.
Yeah, they may look like they're up and coming, but they're really not.
To me, they have the pieces, man, but it's like they don't know what they're doing.
Do they?
They got a good running back, a decent quarterback. Pretty good.
Is he?
You gotta stop watching ESPN, Sean.
Let's see. Who you got, K, man? You got the
Chiefs. I got the Chiefs.
Sean gotta stop watching NFL today.
What's his name? Derek Carr said, after they lost, I'm tired of losing, and then quit. Quit, sir.
No. What did Huey say? Stop beating yourself. I can't remember what season of Boondocks it was, but go look it up. Riley said, Huey said, what? Riley said, I'm tired of losing. Huey said, stop beating yourself. I ain't gonna say what Riley said next.
I think that was season either 2 or 3. It was either
I think it was 3. I think it was the beginning of 3.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, K, man. The Cardinals at the Jets. Who you got, K, man?
Give me the Cardinals.
Yeah, the Jets, man. Sam Darnold.
But I will say this: after seeing what the Jets players did to Brett Rippon, I fear for little man.
They did beat him up though,
but unnecessarily and stupidly.
Well, that's a Greg Williams coach team though, on defense,
and he should not be in this league anymore. Those days are over with. I mean, after the game, what was his name? I'm shocked that the NFL player said it. But after the game, Smith, I forget his name, wide receiver, Steve Smith.
Oh yeah.
You see what he said about Greg Williams, and I'm just like, wow. But he was 100% true.
Yeah, I might agree.
Sean Payton lost a year of checks because he entrusted that fool.
Yeah, bounty gate stuff. Who you got, B?
Give me the Cardinals. Side note, that was season 2, episode 8 of the Boondocks. If you got HBO Max, go check it out. Yeah. But yeah, I got the Cardinals. Listen, as bad as Bill O'Brien was, as bad as Dan Quinn is, Adam Gase is 3 to 4 times worse than that.
That's why I said I'm like, what do they do? It's like they don't know what they're doing.
See what happened with Bill O'Brien. You could very possibly see that happen with Adam Gase before the season is out, because as Kennedy has said multiple times before, they don't like him. The team does not like him. They don't respect him. And that's a danger when you You lose respect for
in the locker
when you
room,
lose respect for a guy, that's a dangerous time. That's a dangerous team. That's a dangerous time.
Man.
So yeah, they're about to they're gonna implode from the inside, man.
As someone said, I don't know who it was recently, said Peyton Manning, and he said it's like, Peyton Manning has gotten a lot of people, undeserving people paid. And Adam Gase is one of them.
God, dog. All right, B-Wig. Eagles at the Steelers, man.
The Steelers.
Hey, man, didn't the Eagles win last week?
Yeah. Yeah, against a mass unit.
He said so.
They're not fooling anybody. They're going to lose to the Steelers.
It's a battle of Pennsylvania. Go from one side of the state to the other. All right, who you got, K-Man?
I have the Steelers. Yeah, I mean, the Eagles still, no. But my prediction at the beginning of the season is looking good. I still have them winning that division.
Yeah. Look, we're on a roll. Look, all three of us have picked every single team all the way up until now.
Well, we can't have that. Let me throw a
curveball on this. Okay, here go the curveball. Okay, man, here go the curveball. Rams at the Washington football team. You taking the Washington football team?
Here we go. I got the Rams.
But look,
I ain't taking those fools.
But look, I picked Washington, so I messed it up. Go ahead. Who you got, B?
Give me Washington.
Oh, there you go, B. We're gonna start something. We creating a buzz.
Yeah. Jared Goff does not fare well against good defenses.
Oh, yeah, good point.
They are going to be after him something silly, and I know that Sean McVay is a brilliant play caller. I know that he's going to be getting the ball out fast. I realize all of that, but in order for those things to work, you got to be able to run the ball. Their offense is built around running the ball, not built around him throwing the ball. He throws off of the run. He throws off of play action.
Wasn't Sean McVay on the Redskins staff at one point?
Yep.
Yes.
Offensive coordinator.
Yep.
Oh, this might be a revenge game. Okay.
He ain't that petty.
How much of a revenge? I'm in LA. I'm in LA with a good owner and a fantastic stadium, and I was in the Super Bowl. If you'd have kept me on, I'd have been.
And the team that he used to work for,
I'd have been in Clinton.
The team that he used to work for doesn't exist anymore. So
yeah, exactly.
They're in La La Land. And what did Kramer say? It's LA, Jerry. Nobody leaves.
You saw his house on draft night. Right. He good.
Yeah, he good. All right, B. Who you got the Dolphins at the 49ers, man? He thinking. Come on, B.
I saw some bad things from the quarterback position Sunday night for the 49ers. Goodness. I'll take the 49ers. I'll take the 49ers, at home because they didn't have to travel across the country. They've been in California all week. They didn't have to travel. So I'll take the 49ers off the strength of that.
I got you. Who you got, K-Man?
Give me the 49ers and Bobby Better's grandson. Let's go. The Dolphins had no.
But you too enthused about CJ Beathard though.
You know what? I'm not. It's not that I'm enthused about CJ Beathard. It's who the quarterback of the other side is. Cheeto right. Beard. I'm good. Let me pick.
But you know that every 3 to 4 games
he has a good game.
He comes out and gives you an MVP performance.
Yeah, I give you that one, B.
But here's the thing about the Dolphins. They ain't trying to win. They got a lot of the Texans draft. They loading up.
Yeah.
But see, the thing about that is I don't think Ryan Fitzpatrick has ever gotten that memo. I don't think he's ever got that. Ryan Fitzpatrick goes out there and he don't care. Like He throws the ball like he doesn't care. He just closes his eyes and slings it.
Yeah, Tua's not playing this year unless he gets hurt.
Exactly.
This is red shirt year for Tua.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point, man. I'd be. No, I'm sorry, K-Man. Stole with you, K-Man. Giants at the Cowboys.
Give me the Cowboys. I've told you about this man, Joe Judge. I told you he's going to stink.
And Daniel Boone is the quarterback.
Now, I will say this. I remember when we did our first podcast, and one of us, I'm not going to point, said, where? You know who we got as our defensive coordinator? And I was like, he sucks. Oh, no, but a couple of them talented defense, he sucks. He sucks.
Oh, I B. Who you got, B?
I mean, I guess I got no choice but to pick the Cowboys. I mean, I'll take a historically bad defense and a historically bad offense over the Giants, who don't have their best player on the field.
Isn't Jason Garrett the offensive coordinator for the Giants?
Yes.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, which is why they find it hard to score points.
Or look innovative.
Yeah. But I mean, the Giants are going to put up points though.
They got the weapons. The wide receivers.
They're going to put up at least 24, 26, 28 points.
Is Mr. Tate playing? I don't know. Is he playing this week? I don't know.
Yeah, Golden Tate. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm surprised.
Well,
I'm surprised there hadn't been I'm surprised there hadn't been a suspension yet for that.
Yeah, COVID is taking over their main thing. I think COVID is like they ain't really got that's familial stuff that happens between them. And they're just like, yeah, we got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, K-Man.
Shout out to Jalen Ramsey for being a real one, because he waited outside that man's locker room after when
that's some gangster stuff there.
I mean, is he a real one?
That's like some after school stuff.
How many birthday parties do you have a chance to get your shots in? You didn't take it then. Come on.
Okay, so real one-ish. that was real one-ish.
Man, B. This game I think was this game postponed? The Broncos at the Patriots.
Yeah.
So
Monday.
I picked the Patriots. Who you got, B?
Yeah, even on a postpone, I'm taking the Patriots.
Oh dang! On a postpone, that's a good one, B. Who you got, K, man?
Let me see. There will be no Cam. There will be no Stephon Gilmore and Jarrett Stidham. I'm taking the Broncos.
Oh, you know what? That's a good one. That's a good one. I didn't think about that.
You gonna pick a journeyman against Bill Belichick? Have fun. Good luck with all that.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a bold pick. That K-Man. All right, so K-Man, the Colts at the Browns. I already know who you got, K-Man.
Yeah, I got the Browns.
What?
Man,
I picked the Browns too.
In the first time in a quarter century, they've won 3 of their first 4 games. Man, they're on the road.
I know, right?
But they also haven't played anybody. But winning, they're a young team. Winning gives them confidence. It makes you come in on Tuesday to look at film, study harder, go practice harder on Wednesday and Thursday. So yeah, let me. And then they got a little bit more talent than the Colts.
I get in. Who you got, B?
I'll take the Browns. I didn't know they could run the ball that well.
Yeah, Nick Chubb, man.
Over 300 yards rushing.
No, that offensive line. They fixed that this offseason.
Yeah. I thought our defense was bad after after that playoff game against the Rams 2 years ago. But, when we gave up like 280.
Yeah.
On Sunday, we gave up 306.
That's not, yeah. And B, when I saw that, I caught on what you said about your defense, because you said last week we can't stop nobody.
Yeah.
No, we really can't.
And I just thought to myself, Mike Nolan.
I think I texted you during the
reason.
game.
What happened to the what happened to the dude that was the defensive coordinator last year? Chris something?
Chris Richard?
Yeah.
He's not in the league. He wasn't good. He wasn't good last year. He wasn't.
But Mike Nolan's been out the league for a good minute. I mean, like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, right. But Mike Nolan, keep in mind that Mike Nolan is trying to run hybrid 3-4 with 4-3 players. Yeah. That he didn't draft.
Yeah.
So once again,
a bad coach.
Look, as bad as we are, and that's historically bad. I'm still being patient. I'm still being patient. It's too many factors.
Yeah, too many variables
too many other variables other than what's going on the field.
Yeah, I give you that one. That's true, B.
It is what it is.
All right, B. I already know who we're going to pick in this game. Vikings at the Seahawks.
I think the Seahawks lose this game.
No,
I do. No. I'm not joking. I think they lose.
So you taking the Vikings?
I am. What? Because the Seahawks didn't impress me last week. They had a chance. They had a chance to impress me against a sorry team, and they failed. And I
think one of you guys said it last week when the game was going on that the Seahawks look like they're playing down to their competition.
Yeah.
They do it all the time.
Right. And there's enough film out now to where they shouldn't let anything get over the top. That's all the Seahawks did. That's what the Seahawks do. They hit you over the top. They dink and dunk you, then hit you over the top before you know it. I think there's enough film. I think there's enough film out there now to where that kind of gets slowed down. So.
Yeah, you good point, B. Because it seemed like when Russell Wilson gets about maybe the 45-yard line on their side, he'll launch you down the field.
Yeah, good point. And the bad part about it is, you can expect it, but he's such a good deep ball thrower that you really can't do anything about it sometimes. So if the coverage is not there, then he's going to hit his guy.
Yeah, true that. Who you got, K-Man?
I got the Seahawks. The one thing about Seattle is they do play down to their opponent, but they don't do it back-to-back weeks. Yeah, and then also the Vikings, yes, there's a book on them, but they also got young corners. And those young corners against Lockett and Megatron Part 2, that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, is it Treadway? What's his name? Or was it Metcalf?
Yeah, Metcalf.
DK Metcalf.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, that's a big dude. All right, K-Man, Saints at the Chargers.
Give me the Saints. The Chargers. I think this is not going to be a shootout, but I think the Chargers will hit some big plays on that awful secondary. Yep. But I still think I got the Saints winning.
Yeah, I struggle with this, man, but I eventually picked the Saints, man, because I like Justin Herbert.
It was something about last week. The Saints got down 14-0, and then I guess they looked at themselves and went, "Man, we down to the Lions," and they just went pop, 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 pop.
What happened was, this is the rumor, man. They say that Michael Thomas texted Traquan Smith on the sideline and said, "Hey, man, you need to ball out. What you doing?" And then Traquan Smith started catching the balls, and they also got Emmanuel Sanders involved.
Yeah.
So I think that's what kind of helped us out. Plus, Latavius Murray somehow had an epiphany and scored some touchdowns. But who you got?
That's once every 4 weeks. But yeah.
Yeah. Who you got, B?
I got the Saints. I got the Saints. I still feel like they're a better team, more talented team, than the Chargers.
And look, this is what happened this week, man. I was reading. I'm subscribed to the New Orleans newspaper, man. So why the Saints petitioned the mayor of the city to have fans at the game? And of course, the mayor, she said, "Oh, nah, hell no, no."
No.
She shot him down.
This ain't old New Orleans. No. This ain't even old New Louisiana. This not happening.
Yeah, I just saw that today. She was like, "No." I was like, "Wow."
Yeah,
Okay.
no, it's still hot. COVID's popping up all across the country. No. See, this is the stupidity and this is the arrogance of the NFL. Like, you know the dangers of this thing, and yet you think selfishly, I need fans because we need that advantage. Like, stop it. It's a dome. It's enclosed. Stop it.
True that, man. That's a real good point there.
When did we become so selfish as to we don't care about saving another person's life?
I'll tell you when, man, because the way society puts a spin on having wealth, just like I said, money, power, respect. If you have the money, you will have the power. The more power you have, supposedly people respect you. And I'm serious. There's a series on A&E, man, called I forgot. I think it's called Founding Fathers. Man, it talks about Nikola Tesla, the Vanderbilt guy, how they built America. And these dudes use some ruthless tactics to get ahead.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, man, it's kind of the American way.
I think it's the 80s. I think it started in the 80s.
I'm telling you, man.
I think this is my opinion. I watched. I used to watch the show The Deuce on HBO, and the third season had to do with AIDS in the New York area. And I also watched a really good miniseries on HBO, like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, Angels in America, and that dealt with AIDS in that area. And you saw a segment of the country dying of this disease, and you people didn't care. And then you go from that on, and then now it's also homelessness. We don't care. And then now you see the infection rate. It's just the empathy of your fellow man has eroded. And the sadness of it is a lot of these people also want to thump the Bible. They love stuff in that Bible, but then they will walk over someone in their quickness.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I'm equating it up to money. My thing is, man, we look at all these athletes make these $300-400 million, right, over their lifetime. And I'm like, okay, when is enough money enough? Mm-hmm. Some people will be happy with 100,000. Oh man, I got 100,000. But the majority of these people, entertainers too, hundreds of millions of dollars, and then they want to hold out on like the contract. Dude, you've been playing the league 7 years. You done made about $400 million. What you mean you want to hold out?
Hey, getting money is an addiction.
It is a.
That's why people have such a problem with gambling, because you get this huge sum of money, you get this large sum of money. Man, I could take this and get more. I can get more. Wow, look at this. Look at all this bread. Oh, I could get more. It's greed. It's greed, and it's an addiction. I mean, it's real. It's real. That's why when I started my business, one of the first things that I said to myself was, no matter how successful I am, I owe it to my family, I owe it to myself, I owe it to my family, I owe it to my son and my wife to stay humble and stay level-headed, no matter how much greenery this thing brings in. The thing about it is, you have a bunch of people, you have a bunch of guys that, while they may have had humble beginnings, if there's no foundation, money will change you like this. In the blink of an eye, money will change you. Money will change you. And no matter if you came up being this humble guy, being this humble person, once you get that first meal, oh, now you a class A, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Because of money. It's a it sounds cliche, but money is a very, very, very powerful thing. And most people that have it has most people.
Yeah.
I give you that. They crave more. Yeah.
I'm reading Steve Jobs' book, and I'm towards the end where he's coming back. And I didn't know this. His best friend when he was alive was Larry Ellison. And Larry Ellison was talking about, man, we could get so much money if we did this or we did this with the company. And he saw Apple almost like as a child. And he didn't want the money. And in the narration of the audiobook I'm listening to, he talked about like, Larry, he's great. He's my friend, but he just wants to be higher on that Forbes list. And so does Bill Gates, and higher on that Forbes list. And you look at somebody like Bezos. Bezos is right now, theoretically, the richest man I think that's ever has ever been recorded. And it's like, they just keep going and going. It's just like, but you can't take it with you.
Right.
You can't even when you die, 40% of that's going to the government. It was like,
right.
That's another point. And you know what? Maybe that's why they want to make so much, K-Man, because they want to leave their family with something. But still, if you worth $30-40 billion,
yeah.
what you?
Yeah, I think you can eat with a bill. I think you can eat. I think you can be fine with a bill.
Not Dak Prescott. He can't support his family off of that.
That's the point, D. Y'all remember what Latrell Sprewell said when he turned down that contract? I want to say it was with Minnesota or somebody. He turned down like a $30 or $40 million contract and said, "That's not enough. I gotta feed my family. I gotta feed my family." And everybody was like, "What? You can't feed your family off of $30 million?"
He needed to feed his family and hire a full-time masseuse to help him with his fingers so he can choke out his coaches. What don't you find a problem with that, sir? It's self-preservation. It's about self-care.
See, man, but that's what I mean. That's why I be laughing at these NFL players. I was mainly now be weird. Dak still got his money. Dak got $31 million in 1 year, but he wanted a long-term deal. Me, for real, if I'll do 1 year for $31 million, I'll take it. Yeah, what y'all want me to do? Okay, cool. I'm like, man, because here's the thing with Dak. If he doesn't get a deal next year and they want to bring him back and they franchise him, it's going to be over 40.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
He's going to get his money.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
He's going to get his money.
No one's listening.
He's going to break Peyton's record. Sorry, Kennedy. He's going to break Peyton's record this year and get his money. Jerry ain't going to have a choice.
Break what record?
For yards in a season.
Oh, I thought what's name already broke that.
Did Breeze break that?
Yeah, I thought Breeze already broke that.
I think Breeze has thrown for the most yards and the most touchdowns.
Oh, career-wise. Okay.
In a season.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Who cares? He ain't going to break the touchdown. The touchdown one is the one I cared about.
Yeah, and look, that's why I think Tom Brady came to the NFC South, because Breeze got him by like maybe 21 or 22 touchdowns for the lead. So in my mind, I'm like,
he ain't gonna catch him either.
You don't think he's gonna try to do it out of spite just to come in there?
He's not gonna catch him. Look, all Drew Brees got to do is just match his performance, and Tom Brady ain't doing all of that this year.
This is it.
All he has to do is just match it.
And look, the sad thing is, despite the Saints, I think we're 2-2 now. I forgot how many touchdowns Breeze has thrown for already. His percentage is not that high like it was before, but he's been more accurate.
Yeah,
which is weird.
You can be really accurate when you're only throwing 2 air yards. I mean, yeah.
I know, right? Longest pass play is 15 yards of that.
Yeah.
All right, parting shots, man. What's the parting shots we got, man? We went off on a tangent there.
Yeah, well,
I mean that was kind of what we were talking about. Kind of tied in.
Parting shots, right?
Yeah, I mean it kind of tied into my parting shot. I was just gonna say, shout out to Dak because he's about to get his first MVP.
No, that's not happening.
You heard me, Kim. I said, "Oh,
what?"
Right.
Yeah, no.
Okay. You look, you done made crickets come out. You said, so what?
Hey, hey, I like controversy.
I see. I K-Man, you got any more parting shots, K-Man?
I got 2 parting shots. First parting shot, shout out to Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook. But no, shout out to him for what he did, leaving that $8,000 tip for the cleaning staff at the hotel in the bubble. That is a really good thing, especially in these times. That was really dope. And also, he didn't even want nobody to know about it, but it later came out because he's been gone for like 2-3 weeks now. But still, shout out to him.
That is a polarizing cat, man. Go ahead, Sean.
I was going to say shout out to LeBron James for getting together with NFL players to pay for Uber to make sure these people get to the polls. Because some of these states saying they don't have each county got one drop box and people got to drive 30 to 45 minutes. So LeBron James, some of the other players around the league and other sports got together and say, look, we'll pay for Uber rides.
Yeah. And my last parting shot is about one J.J. Watt. Last Sunday, was watching. I actually wasn't watching it. I mean, I had it on, but I was looking at my phone, and Sunday Night Football came on. But it was a pregame show, and you know how the pregame show, they show the highlights and then they talk to players. So I'm looking at my phone, and my wife goes, "Ooh," and I look up, and when they were talking to J.J. Watt, he looked like he could fight anybody in the world. He looked so mad on his face. And what it made me think is it's unfortunate that one of the greatest players to ever play this game's career has been wasted. It's a shame. I mean, he was, I think, the 12th pick in the 2011 draft.
Yeah,
and he might be the best player. And that is one of the most loaded drafts of all time. The number 2 draft pick, the number 1 draft pick was NFL MVP, and the number 2 was Super Bowl MVP. And but JJ never got to play in the big games. This man has his sack rate per game is second only to, I think, either Reggie White or Lawrence Taylor. So
he good.
My parting shot is it's a shame that a player that great never got to play on the big stages of a conference championship game or a Super Bowl.
I guess that's a good one. That's a good one. Wow, that was some good parting shots, guys. All right, America. We're on the East Coast. It's 9:45. Yep. So I know our wives are probably saying, "What the heck is going on?"
Yeah.
We might get some looks. We might get the cold side of the bed.
Ain't no, give me the cold side of the bed. I'm a hot body.
I just need this. I need you people that listen to understand the sacrifice that we're making to make this beautiful audio art for you. I mean, it's all fun and it's great, and we're getting all these jokes out because once we stop, we're gonna be ducking and dodging.
Yeah, see, America, this is our therapy once a week. We get together, we all remote, and we just spew our crazy minds. I'm pretty sure you'll continue to hear some wild stuff, off the wall stuff.
It's censored to an extent.
Yes, it really is.
To an extent. But
oh yeah.
Because I swear, one of these shows, We're gonna take that censorship off, and you're gonna see it. It might be our last show, but still.
Look, look, y'all, we'll start getting emails from the FCC. Wait a minute, you guys can't. What are you doing?
Unexpected series finale.
Right.
Look, people are tuning in next week. Y'all remember the old days when the channel would go off? You see the little lines on the TV and you hear, boo.
Yeah, that's
All right, man.
Oh,
All right, peoples.
it's been real. It's been a real one.
Yeah, I gotta get up in the morning.
yeah, this was fun.
As always, America, we're gonna have some more topics next week.
Yep.
Hopefully, we're all praying that another player doesn't come down with COVID. But as K-Man said, it's looking the way it's looking.
It's a new one every week, man.
Yep. So, everyone listening, stay safe.
Yep.
Stay blessed.
Hug your spouses. Hug the ones you love. Kiss your babies.
Wear a mask and wash your hands. Please do social distancing.
Please wear a mask. Oh, yeah. And I'm gonna end on this one. I'm gonna say this and I'm gone. Shout out to the Fly. Y'all know who I'm talking about.
Oh. All right, man. I'm done, man.
Shout out to him. I named him Herman. Herman the Fly.
What y'all think Jeff Goldblum's saying right now?
Give me that money.
Yep.
Go get my movie. Go to apartments.com.
Right.
All right, man. I'm going, man.
All right. See y'all next week.
All right.
I see y'all, man. All right, later.